How's it going, YouTube? Ground Chuck here in the Ground Chuck Man Cave. I'm doing another video of a $20 purchase. And the reason I say a $20 purchase, I was at a huge outdoor yard sale, garage sale type thing that was in a, it's in Packwood, Washington. So it's, what happened was, long story short, my oldest daughter, we were heading over to play in the state softball tournament for high school, which they did very well. They won it last year for our division, and they took third this year. But on the way over, our bus broke down on the pass. So I am one of the assistant coaches, and so we broke down on the pass. We had to wait for our another bus vehicle to come and pick us up, and so we were able to coast into town on fumes like Cousin Eddie from vacation, Christmas vacation. And so when we got there, every Memorial Day weekend they have a huge garage sale that people set up tents, and this town is just crowded with people. So for $20 I got the following things, and I am just ecstatic because we had time to kill. So I was able to go to this because the state softball tournament happens the same weekend every year, and I've never been able to go to this garage sale. This was just, I was in heaven for about an hour when we had time to kill. So I'm going to show you my first thing. It is didn't realize what this was, and I'll explain why. So it's a Dynamite magazine with Christopher Reeve on it and Lynn Holly Johnson. So when I saw this, it was in a soft sleeve package. I saw this, and I will open up and show you what I saw. And so it was folded like that. So I was under the impression, because I didn't open it up, and these are just crisp. You can see these 79 team cards. So it said on there, Red Sox and Mariners. So I was assuming it might have been a program from the Seattle Mariners, because they used to insert cards in programs and whatnot. So that's what I was under the assumption. It had like $8 I believe was marked on this. So it was sealed, and so I didn't dig through it or anything. So I was like, you know what, it's worth bargaining for. So I left it like that. But when I finally made the purchase and found out, oh, it was a Dynamite magazine, but here's the Red Sox and Mariners team cards. So it was cool. The cards are just, like I said, they're crisp. They're just sharp corners. So I'm going to leave this complete. And like I said, obviously it was not a Mariners program, but it was a very cool pickup. So I got that for $8, but total money is what I spent is $20 on this lot. So he also had one 1936 Gaudi wide pin premium, and that mark was here. That's how it was. I figured, you know what, if it's a reproduction or not, it's worth picking up, because I was going to make a deal. So on the back, several pencils, signatures with numbers. I haven't really got a chance to look into any of this stuff, but I don't recognize any names. There's not anything. I'm thinking, I don't know why a team or anybody, there's some female names with numbers, and so I don't know. I'm going to do some research, but who knows. I figured, you know what, a 36 Gaudi, you don't see him every day, and for the money I was spending on this lot, I was happy. So there was a couple pages of cards, and I have since pulled them out of the pages and soft sleeved them. So here's an airplane. I've done some research. This is a Carnation Cornflakes insert in a cereal box. So an airplane. And there was 3 51 Bowman jets and rockets. So they're just cool. I mean, I was just excited to get this stuff. And so these are 51 Bowmans. Not bad condition. There's a couple, soft corners, creases, but like I said, for the money I was spending, I was happy to pick these up and add them into my what the heck did I just buy collection. So PC. So this is a 56 Topps Jets. I'm sorry I didn't show the back of the Bowmans, but that's a Cessna helicopter. And like I said, there was like about 2 pages full of cards. So I want to say this is like either a 79 or an 80 Status Pro Baseball. So it's Bruce Sutter. So I mean, it's pretty cool, colorful. You know, I think these were from 83, unscratched. So these were in the pages. So those were the World Series trips contest. I know this is from 85 because I remember getting all those runs. So 85 tops. There was 3, don't know why, Jim Grants, but 3 different Jim Grants. Well, actually 2 different, but so, and some cereal checklist, the Dream Team, Nestle, and same thing, Cracker Jack, National League team, and they from 1982. So like the cover card or whatever. I forget, I want to say this is either 70 or 71, but I was glad because it was a Seattle Pilot, so cool for my Seattle PC. And it was not scratched, but guess what, missing the other half because they were a bifold, I believe. But you know what, it's pretty cool. And then this was in really good shape, and I love the Chicago Blackhawks. If you know me, you know that. Bobby Hull, it's a 70 or 71 stamp sticker, so you can see how it's in decent shape. So that was the best of the cards that I acquired. Obviously those jets and planes and stuff are pretty cool. And then so that, like I said, so those items, the magazine, the Gaudi, there was like two pages of those cards I got for $20. And oh wait, this is what else I got. It was a page. I'm going to start on the back side. So I know these well because I have this set because I collected it. So I also have the book. But it's an 82. It's just a single page. But the 1982 top stickers, it's a page. So the Detroit Tigers, it's actually missing Steve Kemp. Well, on the other side is 1982 stickers. And it is the Kansas City Royals. Please pay attention, ladies and gentlemen, who that is. That's George Brett. That is a George Brett auto. To the best of my ability and knowledge, I think it's real. I'm going to probably have it JSA'd at one of my local card shops when I get a chance. I have actually been in contact with Tan Man. I might have a custom made. He does incredible work, but I want to make sure that it's authentic before I go and no offense to Tan Man, he does incredible work, but before I spend that much money to have a custom made, I want to make sure that it is a real auto. It would be my first George Brett auto, but I was jacked. I was just ecstatic. So I'm very happy with my $20 purchase. I went up there and asked him how much he wanted for these items. He looked at them and he said, I think he said like $40 or something. I said, I only got a $20 bill in my pocket. And he said, well, give me your $20 bill, you cheap SOB. And he kind of laughed. And I said, no problem. Thank you, sir. And have a nice day. So that's my recent pickup at the Packwood garage sale and yard sale. So over Memorial Day weekend. So thanks for watching, guys. Ground Chuck signing off. Happy collecting.